this is our challah bread recipe that we use. It's not your traditional challah recipe. It's just a regular bread recipe that we've used but it is really good. Candace Heislip makes like amazing challah.
I don't know how she does it.
I don't know how she does it either.
we made
challah. No. We made challah for a whole year straight. Every Friday we made challah. None of them turned out right. They were raw in the middle. They were burnt on the top, and then finally, like after a year,
this big challah.
it was so pretty. It was so nice.
She pulls it out and she goes.
Wait, I don't know if they can see.
The paper towels are in the way.
Okay. So anyways, I pull it out of the oven and I'm like,
it's perfect.
It's perfect.
And then it just slipped down
and fell on the floor and just broke apart all over the floor. And I was like, that's it. I'm not making another one.
Like, no.
Maybe I should
Why? No.
Yeah, and you laughed and laughed and laughed at me. I appreciate it.
I was actually sad because I
3 years
didn't
ago.
to eat good challah.
Yeah, so my
I think we
point
still
is,
ate it.
Candace Heislip makes amazing
I think we
challah.
still
She
ate it.
probably
We
has
were,
more
like,
time,
on the
though.
floor. That's
I don't know.
Let's see whatever we can of this precious one challah that I made. Okay, so I found a recipe that works for our family. It's nothing special. It's doesn't even have egg in it. It's actually vegan. Honestly, it's just water, sugar, yeast, salt. I don't use regular oil. I use light olive oil and flour. I was getting there. I'm getting there. Flour. And so that's all that is actually in the recipe. So it's really, really simple. The first thing you do is you're going to get a bowl. So we're going to get a bowl.
Where's the bowl?
Counter.
I make pop. Right.
Make
I'm
pasta
not
on the
doing that with
stove.
pop.
That's a joke. Never.
Okay. Anyway, so I've got to. Actually, do we? What we're going to do to start with is we're going to. What we're going to do to start with is we're going to do 2 cups of. I do hot because by the time I get my stuff in there, it's like no longer even warm. So we're going to do 2 cups of hot water, and then we do. I thought I had this memorized. Then we do 1.5 tablespoons of yeast. This is what I keep my yeast in, and I keep it in the refrigerator. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do, but that's what someone told me to do, so that's what I do. 1.5. That's about right. Okay.
We're like 1 3/4.
Professional
That was
Rivkah.
not one.
That was.
Any of my friends that know me know that this is how it's done. But baking is important to really have accurate measurements, but it's just yeast. So the worst that can happen. Oh, wait, we need sugar. Also, sugar. 1 cup of sugar. So we're going to put 1 cup of sugar. Normally what I do is I do the sugar and the water first so that it actually melts, and then it acts as a what's the word I'm looking for? An active starter.
Activates.
It activates, thank you. It activates the yeast. So we're gonna let that sit like that. So I'm gonna put this to the side, and then what we'll do is we're gonna put the dry ingredients together. Dry ingredients together. Ingredients. You can turn the water off so it's not being. It's not boiled. Okay, so we're gonna do 6 cups of flour. Okay, can I have a knife? Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna do personally, this is just how I do it. I don't do anything. I don't do anything correctly. So if everybody is watching and you're out there and you're a really good cook and a really great baker, like my mother-in-law, who's like amazing, then I apologize, but this is how we do. And that's why when people say, oh, how did you do this or how did you do that? I'm like, ha ha ha, you just don't even know. All right.
What am I supposed to do?
Count. What number is this? Is this 5?
Yes.
I think that was 5. All right, now this one's 6, so that's 6.
You
Okay.
want a bigger bowl, maybe?
No, that's fine. We'll just do that. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to do 1.5 teaspoons of salt. That's yeast. That's not salt. That would have been.
The salt.
Oh, there's the salt. Right. So we're going to do 1.5 teaspoons. You can do that. You can put 1.5 teaspoons of salt in there. And that the 1 cup of sugar is in there. Salt is going in there. There you go. Good job.
I really want to play that thing the laughing that Dad did.
I
really want to
do not do that. That was half?
It was 3 halves, which is 1.5.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna mix that to where it's like equally in there. That way I don't feel like everyone's gonna get like 1 bite of salt. Okay. So we're gonna wait up to 15 minutes for that to activate. 5 to 15 minutes. I've mixed all the dry ingredients, and now we're going to put it in the mixer. That's gonna be tons of fun. But okay.
Are we gonna have to let it rise?
Yeah, but I'm still mixing.
I'm just asking.
Of course, you let bread rise. Just sounds like someone's peeing over in the corner.
Just washing my hands.
Okay, how many times are you gonna wash? Okay.
Once.
Okay.
You did the salt and
All right. So, anyways, that's all not important. Okay, so we have our dry ingredients. I'm gonna transfer this into here. I'm gonna actually, what I do is I just add the olive oil to the
yeast.
To the yeast. Thank you. To the yeast, and let's see, we do 1/4 of a cup of what I do is light olive oil. Most recipes call for
Dark olive
vegetable oil or whatever. I use light olive oil. Olive oil is what's best for you. So even when I'm making cakes, that's what I use.
Do you use corn syrup?
I don't ever use corn syrup. No. If I'm gonna eat corn syrup, it better be in my processed food. Okay, you can put this in the, actually I'm gonna need this. All right, so we're gonna take the lid off of here, and we're gonna put in about half the flour. Like that, or the whole flour. It says to do half the flour. I usually just do all the flour. Measuring's a thing. Measuring's a thing, everyone. Well, I wasn't very good at math, so. All right, see, I said half the flour, and then I put in all the flour. Okay, so okay, let's see here. I've not actually made challah with this machine. It smells really fast. You're gonna do this until it comes off clean on the sides. Let me see. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. So what we're gonna do, can you give me the little olive oil? Thank you. All right, so I put a tiny bit of olive oil in the bowl so that it doesn't stick.
That didn't look like a, never mind.
Did it look like a tiny bit?
It was a little bit.
What?
Never mind.
It was a bit, it was a little bit, it wasn't a tiny bit.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay.
Ooh!
Okay.
It's just bread dough.
On the
All right, so what we're gonna do is,
Doesn't
what we need to do is take this and put this in the sink, please. No. Okay, so we're gonna take this out. Ouch. Take this out. And we're gonna put it in here. Do we have saran wrap, or is that something that's been quarantined?
We have this.
That's metal.
I know.
This is saran wrap, or this is pressed and sealed. That's fine. Now it's kind of cold today, so I'm gonna.
It's freezing.
Right, so I'm gonna do this in the ovens on bread proof. So this is press and seal stuff. So this is going to raise, normally I don't even do this, but because it's hot, because it's cold, thank you, I want it to insulate a tiny bit. Normally I just do a towel over the top. So, okay. All right, so then we're going to put this on the bread proofing in the oven. So it's about 100 degrees in there, and don't do it yet. And it will, anyways, we'll see you in an hour. Okay, you can cut it. Okay, so it has been an hour. That's how long it took for the bread to rise. So we will take this off, and it's pretty much
Oily.
doubled in size. We don't want it to stick to the pan. Are you feeling comfortable in my nice warm sweater? Yes? Okay. All right, so I'm gonna do this. Look, you say it's oily.
Look at that's all that
And it
came out.
won't even come out. Okay, I'm just gonna smash it down from here.
That's great.
An oil came out. I told you.
Oil, yeah, because look how it kind
I
of
know. I
stuck.
saw it.
Right, so don't mock your mother child. Oh, you know what we need to do? We should put some flour here. Can you get me a little bit of the flour? And it usually be nice. Be kind. Okay.
That was
And
You
so
know, now the flour's gonna stick because of the olive oil.
it doesn't matter. I kind of want it to. So okay, that's good. Thank you. Normally I just do this super quick, super fast.
Oh, now it's on Mom's shirt.
yeah, like it wasn't already.
Okay, thank you. All right, so what we want to do is we're going to have to let it rise a second time. I want it to melt together. We're going to have to let it rise a second time, but once we've done it there. But we don't need to knead it. No, we just need to cut it. I'm an Italian pizza cutter. Okay, so, okay.
Pizza dough.
All right, so then we're going to roll them. Let's roll each
You
piece.
can make challah or pizza.
You can roll them out. I just, honestly, like, I'm so messy when I do this. Like, I just squeeze it and make sure it goes all the way down. And I know that someone's going to be like, well, you shouldn't do that because, and you're right. However, it doesn't.
You're not here. And you can't tell us what to do.
Or I just kind of do it this way, and this is how it works for me. Okay.
I'm amazing.
All right.
That's
Yes.
what people who are
Okay,
failures say.
so we have this. I just leave it there. So we have that. I'm gonna use this as the center strand because this is like the turn. There's always
ugly
one I
one?
feel like that are thicker. All right, so we're gonna put
But it didn't even fit.
what?
It didn't even fit.
Well, I just want to get it over here and tuck it in. Tuck it in like that.
Okay.
Okay, now you do it. Okay.
So.
All right, so we've gotten.
Wow, I did it.
You did it. You did a great job too. So
Kind of loose up there.
it's okay. It's okay. Okay, thank you. All right, so now this also needs to double This also needs to double in size. So we're gonna put it back in the oven on proof, and we will be back in another hour. Okay, so it has now risen. It's actually gotten a little long, so I added this little piece of foil here. I preheated my oven to 350, and I'm gonna cook it for about 25 to 30 minutes. You'll see what this looks like before going in the oven, and then we'll show it to you when it comes out, and then we're done. Okay, thank you. So it's been about 35 minutes. That was probably about 5 minutes too long. So it turned out a little bit darker than it needed to, but that's okay. It's still gonna be delicious on the inside. It's not about perfection, right? Right? So thank you for being with us and joining us as we made challah today. We hope that you have a really wonderful Sabbath, and that you will adventure out on your own and make a amazing challah. You don't need to be a great challah maker. So Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shalom.